And here we go. No more training wheels. No more nothing. Let's get right into the action. You. What's up? What's up?
Hey, you want to buy something?
I don't know.
Who are you?
Name's whoever. I'm a snack vendor.
Snacks.
What snacks can I buy from you?
Candy.
I have candy bars and cans of nuke.
Nuke.
That's all?
Yep. Want to buy anything? Everything's 10 creds apiece.
No point.
No thanks. I'm good.
Alright, nice meeting you. Bye.
Bye-bye. Go see these fellas.
You couldn't have waited until he was across the canal?
Man, he was getting away. Will you stop giving me shit about it?
How the fuck we gonna get him down there? Huh? You gonna go for a dive?
Shut up. Someone's listening in.
What?
Hello.
Hey, mind your own business.
We'll deal with this later.
These guys are magical because as soon as they're out of your sight, they will despawn. I want to see where they go. You can also guide them a little bit. Okay, they're going different ways. But what if I... Nah, I don't know if I can guide them. And we'll let them go. I could punch them, but nah. What I could do, though, they mentioned canal stuff, so I might as well. I forget there's any shit this way. Fuck, no. My schwimmy. My way out. My underwater fists. Hello. Oh. Oh, that's curious. Let's just throw him right there. What even is he? Ah, he's a bored guest. No one will miss him. Sad. Let's see what this is. Pistols in a high up place, plateau, empty platter, plateau, blah 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 blah. I know where these guns are. They're in trash bags. Past that. Nothing. Maybe I'll just handle some stuff on this side, just to kind of get the ball rolling on things, pick up some side quests and shit like that. Get some easy money quick, maybe. Hello.
You there! Halt!
Hi, big guy.
What do you want?
Everything.
Is this the Llama Temple?
Yes, it is. And no, you can't come in.
I love
Why not?
Trescon's tattoo on his eye.
Access to the temple is currently restricted due to a crisis at WorldCorp HQ.
Let me at
One
it.
of
I'll
our
take care
most
of him.
highly decorated holy warriors is in a bit of trouble,
Let me
and
pick
we
him up.
can't let anybody in before the situation has been resolved.
But I was sent by PDX to investigate the recent moderator kidnapping.
Is that so? Then you must be Trescon.
Yeah.
That's right. May I come in now?
Absolutely not. But you can help me with something. I'll pay handsomely.
To the tune of what?
380 credits.
Pocket change.
That is indeed very handsomely.
Loud.
If you want me to pick up your groceries.
It is all that I am at liberty to offer you. One of our temple guards was recently ambushed and captured by a group of goat heretics. I know exactly where they're holding him for interrogation, and I would be perfectly capable of blasting all of them into oblivion, if not for the fact that I'm under strict orders not to leave
Hold
my
on, my
post
favorite
before the
face is
crisis at
coming.
WorldCorp is settled. Imagine my
Yeah.
frustration.
I love
see
that
your
shot every
problem.
fucking time. It's so
So you
funny.
want me to rescue this temple guard for you?
I'll get the guard.
Yes, I will give you 380 credits in return. My entire allocated hostage rescue budget for the month of September.
Pocket change.
You have a budget for that.
Of course, abduction is a favorite strategy of the goats, but don't tell our scouts.
Don't tell Scout.
Well, I'll get your man for you.
Good. He's being held for interrogation in the condemned apartment to the southwest, across from the themed restaurant. You'll recognize it by the filthy goat billboard on the front. Which reminds me, I still have to send some people to vandalize that.
Respect.
Anything else you can tell me?
No, that should be all the information you need. I would be greatly pleased if you would wipe the floor with the blood of those kidnapping bastards, but you won't get a bonus.
Nah, I don't
Just
need
get
to
our
kill
man out of there and the money will be yours.
We're gonna do our best to go as non-lethal as we can. You got anything else to say?
What's keeping you?
Sorry. I'll get on with it.
Well?
Relax. I'm working on it.
How much dialogue can I get from this? Saving.
No hostage, no money.
I'll take care of it. Don't worry.
What's keeping you?
Okay, it's Lupin now. Hello.
Who in Lamar's name are you?
I don't know.
Here to join up?
Yep. But not yet.
You look like you can kick some goat ass.
Hell yeah, brother.
Who in Lamar's name are
Okay,
you?
you're Lupin. What's up, Robo brother?
Monitoring further activity.
I'm
You're
just
blue.
working here till I finish my novel. Then I'm gonna buy the whole city. Or keep working on it. Either way.
That's great, man.
Deviant behavior recorded and filed.
Nah, I'm innocent.
Status report written and cached. Monitoring further.
Alright. We might need this for something later. I'll keep it in reserve. Same things as before. Hello.
So many beautiful books.
So true. There's actually, they added a lot more fanfic and other books to this update. There's a fuck ton of them over there compared to the original update.
Excuse me. I'm having a moment here.
Uh-huh.
If only I could afford to buy the whole shop. This city is in dire need of a public library, if you ask me.
So true.
Have you read Twist? It's gruesome. Really well written, though.
I think I read it here and there in one of the previous playthroughs. I think I got a few chapters in before I had to wrap it up and actually play the rest of the game. I think. I only remember, yeah, it is very fucking gory.
So many beautiful books.
I forget. Do you still have a reaction if I do this? No. Maybe it's from the other side. Let's see. You used to have some mad reaction when you interact with that stuff. Hey, I hope you like dialogue. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna go back and get that box. I want that box. I have ideas. I can't even get back here unless I use a box. Nope. Someone's Deus Ex fanfic. Ooh, this one. If you get the chance to play this mod, read this, because this old review, which is archived through here, is really fucking good. It's a little cheesy at times, but fuck, I love it. The vibes the reviewer was going through this one are fucking immaculate, like holy shit. Like, I very recommend, if you play this mod, please read through this whole thing. It's lengthy a bit, but it's worth it. Can we even hear you? Let's see. Can we even hear you?
I reject your reality and substitute my own.
I'll be real, I could not even hear the voice that was on there. I wonder.
I spill my drink.
Let's bring that down just like one peg. What's this? Yeah, so this is either fictional form history stuff or history of the form stuff, but very much dramatized for the sake of this game's universe shit. You're a real person, El Cid. Hope you're doing well, despite your shenanigans. Well, also I want my box back.
My novel. Then I'm gonna buy the whole city. Bye.
I'm gonna go on your computer. Fucking nothing. I wonder if I could talk to you from here. Nope. Let's see. See how far I can go before it'll let me talk to you.
Who am I, and why am I here?
Funny camera.
A good question, full of
Hope you love dialogue.
and meaning.
Actually, I figured you owned the shop, given that you were standing behind the counter. This is the fanfic shop, no?
It is indeed, and I am indeed the co-owner, along with Walton Simons. Will there be anything else?
Did you say Walton Simons?
No. I said Walton Simons.
Lowercase
Walton
name.
is a figment of your imagination. He isn't there. You reach out to touch him and end up with nothing in your hands. He's an apparition, a consensual hallucination of the many. He's 3 steps to the left of reality.
An imaginary
No shit.
friend.
Actually, he's in the cellar. He's just a guy who, like me, is very interested in the depths of Deus Ex.
Me too.
The first thing sounded cooler, though.
I gotta go.
What can you tell me about Deus Ex?
Deus Ex is a work of fiction that employs a new interactive method of storytelling, combining written word, spoken word, visual input, and an integrated system for interactivity. It employs the venerable but not outdated method of involving the user by having the protagonist portrayed as a blank. What that means is the main character, J.C. Denton, doesn't show emotion, allowing the person utilizing the fiction to project their own emotions onto him. It has a strong narrative thread in which the individual situations can be solved in many different ways, but the overall events remain the same, implying a kind of limited situational fatalism. However, at the climax, the outcome is determined purely by free will, although that free will is limited. This is just a small shadow of the deep philosophical background of the story. The climax, in which free will is paramount, is not just a physical clash, but an intellectual one in which a mimetic war finally reaches an apex. Finally, it has a Hemingway-like sprinkling of New Testament Christian symbolism. I guess I should also mention that it's told in a combination of third person and first person, both singular, with an objective style that features an implied deep penetration of a limited nature. Further, it's a video game.
I feel like the way you play Deus Ex and progress through it, I do feel like JC shows emotion later on. Whether it's reactions to how Paul is being treated once he's considered a quote-unquote enemy of UNATCO, the clumsiness at times when your inventory is too full, JC trying to act tough, yada yada. But then I guess it is still through the player's actions, so thoughts, many of them. Tell me about this video game. I'm here to listen to your rambling and take up many minutes of this already 13-minute long video.
Can you tell me anything else about Deus Ex?
Right now, I can tell you about AIs, the Illuminati, the security clearances, and the general state of the world. If you come back tomorrow, I can prepare some new info for you.
Ooh, that is the beautiful thing. This game, technically, well, mod/game, takes place over 3 days of sorts, I think. If my memory serves me right, I think it's the first 2 days you can fully explore city stuff, and then I think the 3rd day is after the point of no return, and kind of focusing on the final levels of sorts. I could be wrong. Let's find out. Also, I love all these conversations, so let's get them right into it. Tell me about the last thing.
Tell me about the security clearances.
I love this one so
I
much.
can tell you that they are based on angels and that there are at least 9 of them. If there is a 10th, which is subject to debate, it is God clearance.
I love this hierarchy.
Angels?
Yes, the clearances are based on the model of angelic hierarchy that is most accepted today. That is what allowed us to fill in the gaps.
What gaps?
Well, the clearances we know are Angel OA, Archangel 1B, Principal 2C, Domination 5F, Throne 6G, Seraphic 8X. That means that clearances 3, 4, and 7 are missing.
What does it look like with the gaps filled in?
Angel OA, Archangel 1B, Principal 2C, Power 3D, Virtue 4E, Domination 5F, Throne 6G, Cherub 7H, Seraphic 8X.
Who made up the model?
Well, a guy named Dionysus did, based on stuff from the Bible. More importantly to the
Dionysus.
game is the fact that Aquinas backed him up.
Aquinas. I've used, or I should say, I've kind of done a remix of that hierarchy in my own works before. And later in this game, you will see it. Wow! Because this game does their own remix of it as well. It's all coming together. We're all stealing from the Bible and making it into our own things. We're just modifying them. Something about God.
You mentioned God clearance?
2 times in the game, God clearance is mentioned. It refers to a clearance for things involving life and death. One would assume that it is the highest clearance of all since it fits perfectly with the angelic model. God is of course above all the angels and knows things that even the highest angels do not. Some claim that it is metaphorical, but I disagree. Neither time sounds to me like a metaphor. Both sound like statements of fact. The fact that it is just called God clearance and not God followed by a number-letter combination makes sense. God clearance is self-explanatory.
Yep.
You don't need anyone to tell you that it is at the top. Further, the change in style is not unprecedented. If it had been like the other, Seraphic 8X would have been Seraphic 8I. The question some people ask is who would have God clearance? The answer is difficult to say. Certainly Paige does, and of course Walton Simons, but who else? Well, if you have to have God clearance to know about the kill switch, you've got to figure that Manderley has it. However, doctors and scientists know about the kill switch, so we must assume that some people, whose jobs require it, know about it without God clearance. If Manderley was in charge of activating the kill switch, he might be allowed to know, even if he does not have that clearance.
It seems like more than anything, Bob Page would have it the most. He is essentially trying to become God by the end of it. It does make me wonder in a scenario where if Bob Page won, where would Walton fit in all this? Would he betray Walton? Who knows? I don't.
Tell me about the angels themselves.
Angels are the furthest from God. Their tasks include watching over individual people and being the messengers of both God and the more important angels. An archangel is just the next step up from angel. They manage the angels and lead them into battle against the bad guys.
They're bad guys.
I thought archangels were the most important angels.
Archangel is a very old term and has 2 different meanings. Basically, in the old days, people only divided angelic beings into 2 categories, angels and archangels. The archangels were the ones on top. When people decided to make a more specific hierarchy, the 9-order one presented here, those that were previously called archangels were put into other categories.
Ah, okay.
All angels.
Go on.
Principalities rule over those already mentioned, defend religion in general, and watch over groups of people, towns, cities, and nations, for example. That is the end of the lowest circle, or triad. Powers are the lowliest of the 2nd circle, yet they get one of the most dangerous jobs. They are the ones charged with maintaining the border between heaven and earth, getting souls into heaven safely, and guarding against demonic attack. Virtues maintain the natural world, making sure that the moon doesn't fall out of the sky and it doesn't snow in the Sahara. Other stuff like that as well. As such, it seems natural to assume that their job is to uphold the laws of physics. In addition to that, they are the ones who take orders from the higher-ups and make miracles.
Miracles.
The dominations are the guys who watch over the bottom 2 triads and take orders from the top. They make sure nothing goes wrong and generally stay out of sight of mortals. They are the end of the 2nd triad.
Let's keep going.
Okay, let me hear about the last one.
Thrones are primarily concerned with moving God around. They are actually the chariot of God. I still have yet to find out why God needs a chariot.
'Cause it's
Why he
cool.
needs a living one is even more lost on me.
'Cause it's cooler.
On the other hand, they do occasionally do other work. They are the ones who deal out God's judgment. The cherubs are second only to the seraphs, and they have a couple of jobs. One is that they steer the thrones. Apparently, God doesn't just need a living chariot, he needs someone else to drive it. They also personally handle the most important stuff. For example, throwing man out of the Garden of Eden and then keeping him out with a flaming sword that can be turned all ways.
Hey, a flaming sword.
In addition, the cherubs also have the knowledge of God, and they are
later.
not the damn stupid-looking fat babies on greeting cards and paintings. They are either described as sphinx-like creatures or the angels on the Ark of the Covenant. The seraphs are the closest to God. Depending on who you listen to, there are either 4 or 7 of them. Other than giving orders to other angels, all they do is sit around God. They will not shut up. They constantly repeat the same word. Holy.
Holy.
What does this have to do with Deus Ex again?
Everything in
Not
it.
much. It's only really the order that matters. Angels are the lowest, and seraphs the highest.
David Seraphs.
Let me ask you something else.
The info train doesn't end here. Let's keep on
Tell me
chugging.
about the state of the world.
The world is a big place. What do you want to know about?
I also feel like it's good we get this conversation out of the way from the get-go. Here.
Start with North and South America.
North America seems to be about two things, Mexico and the US. Whatever Canada is doing, they haven't made a fuss. Perhaps they're plotting to take over the world like we always thought they were. Maybe they're just laying low to stay out of the shit when it hits the fan. Maybe they're doing highly evil stuff. We just don't know.
A mystery.
Probably just trying to keep their igloos from melting.
Right south of Canada, though, problems came. The US was hit hard by plagues, various things of antibiotic-resistant nature. Doctors have feared that such might happen for a while, and apparently they were right to. The plagues killed millions, and then AIDS came back in force. We aren't given details on exactly what happened, but all it had to do was make it into the breeding population unnoticed for a generation or two. Then when it came out, it could shatter the world. Finally, things seemed to be looking up. A cure for AIDS was found. That same year, the West Coast fell into the ocean. Kind of a big thing, that. Must have been a huge deal. I wonder how it happened exactly. I mean, it's not like stuff can just sink. Even with higher sea levels, you've still got the problem of the ground beneath it holding it up. Must have been a huge event. Dealing with the West Coast was killing the U.S. economically. Bankruptcy was a very real possibility, and the rest of the country was getting ignored. Severely. So severely, in fact, that 1 year after the quake, Utah left the Union. Under the 10th Amendment to the Constitution, any power not granted to the national government is given to the states or the people. Thus, secession is totally legal, as the federal government was not given the power to remove states from the Union. The Civil War should demonstrate that the federal government doesn't give up states just because of its constitutional right of the state to leave. After Utah said it was out, various others decided to jump ship too. However, unlike Utah, these are described as fringe groups, implying that they did not have popular support. Nonetheless, a war went on to take back Texas, Utah, and those lands controlled by the NSF, Washington, Oregon, Idaho, Montana, and Wyoming. The war succeeded in both keeping the states in the Union and making people realize just how crippled the U.S. was. Enter Mexico. The Russo-Mexican Alliance announced that it was going to take back Texas, which, by all rights, was stolen from them. The thing is that if you wait 200 years to take back land, it's pretty obvious that you're just being a jerk. America was so weakened by all that had already happened that by the time of the game, the Russo-Mexican Alliance controls much of southern Texas, and the battle line is just south of Austin. The secessionist groups have regrouped and organized into one large group called the NSF. They're known as the National, not Northwest, Secessionist Forces. All in all, everything is going to hell.
I think the only thing that I want to touch upon in this is that it's interesting the mentioning of, in the Deus Ex universe, of fucking AIDS getting a cure, and the West Coast, I think it was more like the southern half, or I guess we could just say West Coast, California in general, thinking under the ocean. It's interesting because that's around what? I think in Deus Ex universe, it's around 2029? Maybe 2028? I think it's more so 2029, which means we're, at least as of recording, we're about 5 years out from that. Get ready. Hell. And good times. And hell. It's only video game history.
Wow. That's a lot of stuff happening in 50 years.
So true.
How about South America?
Most of South America has been run by MJ-12 for ages, but
Damn.
only on the surface. The truth is that the drug lords are in control, and the government switch regularly. Whether it is a civil war or an election doesn't seem to really matter. Most people's lives don't change at all. Actually, the Deus Ex Bible implies that there is something more going on. Well, it says that MJ-12 does not have control. It says that it seems like someone does. If someone, not MJ-12, is ruling behind the scenes, it means that there is a conspiracy group that did not make it into the game. Unfortunately, we have absolutely no information on this.
Damn. Keep on traveling the world.
Alright. Tell me about Europe and Asia.
There is surprisingly little to tell about Europe. As it always has been, Europe is populated by people who hate each other.
Oh,
As a
true.
result, the fact that MJ-12 controls all of the government there has not given them the control you'd expect. They control the government, they control the economy, but they can't make everyone get along. Eastern Europe is still torn by civil war, as it seems it always will be.
Unfortunately, still true.
Okay. So how about Asia? Anything interesting happen over there?
Well, it finally happened. India and Pakistan fired nukes at each other. It was this, combined with the collapse of India's economy, that made them join China. Quite simply, India needed the money. They were the ones hit hardest by the plagues, and they simply had no choice but to join China if they wanted to survive the diseases. Other countries in Southeast Asia gave in as well, trading their freedom for medical supplies. China, under the control of MJ-12, was essentially untouched by the events of the rest of the world and, after finally pulling its act together, managed to become the major world power. However, it still cannot control its own cities. Hong Kong remains free, and even though the forces of both the Chinese government and MJ-12 are against them, they remain free to pursue business ventures of all manner of illegalness. Japan is still pulling out of an economic crash and, though free of MJ-12, is fairly useless. Russia is, like South America, controlled by crime bosses, not MJ-12. They are too fragmented to launch an organized attack on anyone, but with the help of Mexico, they were able to launch a semi-successful, disorganized attack on Texas, one of the most divided states in the U.S.
The battle line of the NSF, Russo-American, Mexican war, what have you shit, being just south of fucking Austin, for the battle line of it all is crazy, because that's basically then right where I'm fucking at. Womp womp. But it's only in the video game world, of course, of course.
I'll take Africa and Australia for 300, Chris.
Africa was hit hard and is only at the start of the game pulling out. The fact that their population has been hit so hard made it very difficult to keep killing each other. As a result, they have managed to start working together. That, combined with the fact that MJ-12 controls the continent, has made them an Eden of business opportunity and technology. There's also a strong Asian population in Africa, mostly people who got the hell out of Hong Kong. New Hong Kong in Lagos is one of the continent's most active, screwed up, and successful cities. It has also managed to avoid MJ-12 control.
And down under?
Australia managed to avoid it all.
Bastards.
Bloody kangaroos.
That's the benefit of being the only country on your continent, and the only continent not connected to any others. Well, only reasonably inhabited one at any rate. They have avoided the plagues, they have avoided the economic crashes, they have avoided the conspiracies, they have avoided everything but the threat of civil war between the English-descended and Aborigines.
And that's all about this fictional world. Let's go learning about some
That's all
other
I wanted to
shit.
know about the world situation. Let me ask you something else.
We'll end it on the AIs for this conversation's sake.
Tell me about the Illuminati.
The Illuminati have been around for ages, but they keep on dying off and being reborn. The most recent time they were reborn, they had the name the Ancient Illuminated Seers of Bavaria. As that is a bit of a mouthful, they are called the Illuminati for short. This incarnation was founded by Adam Weishaupt as a subsect of the Freemasons. They were promptly killed off, such is life.
Such is life indeed.
Rumors say that they survived. In fact, not only did they survive, they went on to rule the world from the shadows. In the world of Deus Ex, not only is this true, but they were also founded in the United States a wee bit later. In the US, they were revived by Thomas Jefferson. Jefferson's love of freedom implies that he might have been planning to use the order to ensure personal freedom rather than control people. A shadow organization is only bad if used for unpleasant purposes. Regardless, they built up power using their influence over religion, gained by the Priory of Zion in control of China, and over politics, gained by organizations like, but predating, the Trilateral Commission in the UN. What was more, they controlled almost all terrorism. Altogether they were going strong, a revolution here or there, and all was well. Come the 1950s, they realized that fewer people cared about religion, and politics wasn't going to control everything either. As a result, they decided to move into the arenas of capitalism and technology.
Priory of Zion?
Ask me tomorrow. I don't have any material prepared on that topic right now.
It'll be
I
a
need to
long
brush
time
up on my
before then.
knowledge before I can tell you anything about it.
Alright, go on then.
Thus was MJ-12 born, as well as the Bilderberg Group. In reverse order, though. MJ-12 was to deal with technology of all sorts, medical, informational, whatever. Echelon was already in the works, and they jumped on. The Bilderbergs were meant to deal with money, and so they did. With control of the rich, the World Bank, and the U.S. Federal Reserve, in the area of money, they were doing great. The UN was coming into power, all was on its way. But then disaster hit. The U.S. went into rapid decline, and the Illuminati decided to let it fall. Unfortunately for them, the U.S. recovered. Now they had lost the control they had. The situation in the U.S. caused non-sponsored terrorism to rise, and dissension inside the organization began. MJ-12 thought the Illuminati had gone weak. They were pissed at how the U.S. was handled, and they took over. Thus ended the Illuminati.
And now we've hit the 30-minute mark on my end. Oh baby, oh baby. Let's soak up more information. We gotta get this out of the way.
When were the Illuminati formed?
That's iffy. Dowd says that they date back to the Order of Assassins, which is from 1090. But he also says that the Order didn't really survive, it was just continually reborn. The most recent rebirth appears to have been May 1st, 1776 in Bavaria, because, though we are told that Jefferson founded an American version a little later, it is based in Europe.
So who were the leaders of the Illuminati?
Well, it is never explicitly stated. We figure they were Bob Page, Beth Duclair, Morgan Everett, Stanton Dowd, and Lucius de Beers. Or were at some point. Lucius declined before Page took power, so there's probably another on the Council of Five before Page forced them into hiding.
How do those 5 people control the world?
They don't, not strictly. They control the Priory of Zion, which gives them sway over the largest religion on Earth, Christianity. They control the UN, which gives them control over a lot of politics. They control China, which is a lot right there. They rigged US elections before the quake. They controlled the economy, and their surveillance was second only to perfection. Nonetheless, their power wasn't exactly absolute. The Soviet Union collapsed, and that was one of theirs.
How were they overthrown in the end then?
Page was quick. That is really all we know. The general dissatisfaction with the Illuminati was touched off by the reaction to the events of 2030. By 2035, the Illuminati had lost almost everything.
I think Mankind Divided kind of confirms. It's been a hot minute since I last played Mankind Divided. That would have been fucking 2016. It's a alright game for a Deus Ex game, but I think it kind of confirms the people mentioned were the Council of Five, pretty much. I believe you see younger versions of everyone mentioned during the story, and then I believe they add in an extra person who I cannot remember his name. I cannot remember his name at all. He's kind of forgettable in my opinion, compared to all the giants such as fucking Beth Duclair, Stanton Dowd. I forget if he mentioned Morgan Everett in this. I think so. Morgan Everett is part of it in the Mankind Divided one at least. But yeah. Also, Lucius de Beers sounds completely different in Mankind Divided compared to Deus Ex 1. I guess the age really did hit him.
Okay. Let me ask you about something else.
Hey kid, I'm a computer.
Tell me about the AIs.
An AI is an artificial intelligence, more specifically an electronic sentience. It is important to note the difference.
Relevant.
If you use the actual definition of artificial intelligence, the Greys qualify, but the Oracle doesn't. Artificial just means something created by man, and intelligence is intelligence. So technically, anything genetically engineered that is intelligent is artificial intelligence, whereas an electronic entity that gains sentience without the help of man would not be an AI. In the game, and indeed the world, the term AI is used to mean electronic sentience. The game employs about 6 electronic sentient entities. I say about 6 because one was cut, but it is possible that it still played an important role in the backstory, meaning it is twice removed from the game. I can tell you about that one, as well as Helios and the Oracle. Walton specializes in the 3 remaining AIs. So, what do you want to know?
This conversation ages in a funny way, because I remember going to a gas station probably a week, maybe 2 weeks ago, and they had one of these, like, what would be the way to describe it? They had this shit at a fucking gas station where it was like, you placed all the shit you bought on this, like, flat surface, and it would somehow just be able to just fucking, alright, here's your total based on the objects just placed on this fucking little platform. Somehow getting it right. Weight, costs, yada yada. And fucking, I remember asking the cashier, and was like, how does this shit work? And she just said, I don't know, AI or something? It's really funny to see how the public's idea of AI has very much devolved very quickly in the past few years. It's sad, but it's also funny. Anyway, let's talk about the cool science fiction ones.
Why can't you tell me about the others?
When Walton and I started this shop all those somethings ago, we knew that people would come in here asking about artificial intelligence as it appears in Deus Ex. In the game, there are 5 AIs. 5 is a prime number. It can't be divided.
Can't.
Thus, we were left with a problem. However, in the removed plot, there is a 6th. In addition to being a first-degree non-prime, 6 has another thing going for it. One of its factors is 2. As there were 2 of us, we each decided to specialize in 3 of the AIs. Walton is the person to ask when talking about Icarus, Daedalus, and Morpheus.
Yep.
Okay, so let me ask you about one of the AIs you can tell me about.
Of course. Which one?
Yeah, we'll just go in the order.
Helios.
Helios is an AI who was created in a rather odd and uncontrolled way. He's a combination of Daedalus, a rogue AI, and Icarus, a later version of Daedalus designed to obey. If you want to know about those AIs, or their prototype Morpheus, you should ask Walton Simons.
Would you still love me if I was a computer?
Nah. Tell me more about Helios.
Helios is the name of a Greek god. However, it gets confusing after that because the Greek gods were sort of amorphous in nature. It seems that this particular incarnation of this particular god was very special. He wasn't just a sun god like Apollo. He was the personification of the sun itself. Obviously, as a god who was the sun, he had a lot going for him. After all, Apollo, a mere god of the sun, was also god of prophecy. Helios was considered all-seeing, so that's probably why the name was chosen. Deus Ex's Helios had two important functions. For one thing, Page wanted a surveillance system that was better than that provided by Icarus. Secondly, and perhaps more importantly to Page personally, was that Page wanted to become the Supreme Enlightened One. To become this person, Page planned to merge with Helios. Because Helios saw and knew everything, no one could be more enlightened.
Tell me more.
Helios believes that ambition is the cause of human struggles, read wars, which he considers inane. In his mind, lack of ambition is what generates a good leader. Actually, this view is not new, but the problem is that anyone who lacks ambition cannot achieve power. Douglas Adams solved this in The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy by having a man who only wanted to be left alone rule the entire universe. Helios would appear to be a fan of the guide. He believes that no human being who can get themselves put in charge should have power. And he believes that there should be someone in charge. His solution is to put himself, who is not a human being, in charge. He seems to think that a benevolent dictatorship is the key to a better world, but that this totalitarian dictator must be someone lacking ambition. Again, him. He sees democratic governments as crude solutions to the problem of human beings' inability to govern themselves. This too is nothing new. The old saying is that democracy is the worst form of government except for all others that have ever been created. Once more, his solution is to place himself in charge as he is a more advanced solution to the problem, a decision-making system that does not involve organic beings. Human beings are unfit to govern, singularly or in groups, and he is fit to govern. Helios is also connected to Morpheus' prophecies. Morpheus talks about the future a lot. He's a simple AI, if something as complex as an AI can be said to be simple. But he acts like a prophet. He says various things of value, especially when you take the Helios ending into account. One of the most interesting things he says is about the unplanned organism versus the planned one, but we don't need to go into that if you don't want to.
I always choose the Helios ending in both Deus Ex 1 and Invisible War. I love that ending.
No, I want to hear.
Morpheus distinguishes between the unplanned organism, which he says is a question asked by nature and answered by death, and the planned organism, which he defines as the offspring of knowledge and imagination rather than of individuals. As such, it is hard to classify Helios. He is the offspring of individuals, Daedalus and Icarus, but they are the offspring of knowledge and imagination, and what they were was not lost when he was created. Thus he is both planned and unplanned. It is difficult to understand the question of Helios or the answer, but it is obvious that the simple answer of death is not the answer of Helios.
Okay. Well, what was this you said about his connection to Morpheus' prophecies?
The human organism always worships. First it was the gods, then it was fame, the observation and judgment of others. Next it will be the self-aware systems that you have built to truly realize omnipresent observation and judgment.
Yeah.
Helios is such a self-aware system, and if JC merges with him, he will fill the vacancy that God was once thought to fill as ruler of the entire planet. Morpheus also said, God was a dream of good government. In that case, Helios fulfills that dream, effectively becoming God.
An interesting conversation touched upon in an age where people are jerking their shit like crazy to chatbots. Very curious. And funny.
How did Helios take control of the world?
Aquinas controls the power grid, the stock markets, the internet at large, and various other things. What's more, all but a few satellites are run through MJ12, and thus Area 51. Radio stations, phones, newspapers, and even that tabloid, the Midnight Sun, all belong to MJ12, meaning that they are run through or controlled remotely by Area 51. Helios controls most of Area 51, and after he merges with JC, he'll take the rest of it. That means he can shut down the power to his enemies, and he can also stop them from communicating. Even more powerful is the fact that Aquinas has a flaw in it that allows emails to be edited in addition to monitored. Helios can misdirect and confuse the enemy. He can stop scattered forces from organizing a resistance. Or he can trick groups into believing they are resisting him when they are really working for him. Of course, this is speculation in the future. We don't know that he would do that. We just know that he could. What he did during the game was messing with the power, cutting power to the government buildings, and simply giving out orders. He ordered the police to open the streets, and they did. He also locked the door to a triad compound. With these few actions, he took over Hong Kong. What strategies he would use once he knew how human beings thought is unknown.
Kind of feel like the Helios ending of Invisible War starts answering that question, or at least begins to answer that question before the credit rolls. Credits.
Okay. Let me ask something else. Tell me about the AIs.
Of course. Which one?
The next one. Oh, this is a fun one.
The Oracle.
The Oracle is the fifth AI. Everyone who plays the game knows about Daedalus, Icarus, and Helios, and most know of Morpheus, but quite a few never noticed the emails with the cryptic return address, Rosy Cross. These emails were sent by the Internet Oracle.
Yeah, but what is it?
The Oracle is an AI that pretends to be a society of people exchanging information based on the old Usenet Oracle, but serious rather than funny. The Oracle was not made by people and thus does not have a purpose assigned to it. Its only goal is information and understanding. The Oracle was created when the Internet itself, or some subset of it, became aware of its own existence.
My computer knows it's a computer.
Tell me more about the Oracle.
Well, the way people use it is the same as the way the Usenet Oracle worked. Submit a question, get an answer in exchange for answering questions yourself. There is an important difference. Instead of the Oracle priesthood sifting through the questions and answers looking for the most humorous of both, you now have an AI doing the sifting, trying to sort out the truth. The Oracle's origins are rather peculiar. They say if you have an infinite amount of monkeys and an infinite amount of typewriters, one will eventually bang out Hamlet. Apparently, if you have a bunch of idiots and a bunch of computers, one will inadvertently create an AI.
Oh, come on. That's a load of bull.
So true.
The simple answer is, we don't know. We can only speculate. My first guess was that it was originally a translator program. Translating from one language to another is still impossible by computer. Yes, you can create a word-for-word literal translation, but this isn't really good at all. Words don't mean the same things always. For example, in English, the phrase sleep with often means have sex with. A literal translation might not convey that meaning. In the end, the only way for a computer to accurately translate from one language to another is for it to understand the language. Understanding is all that is required to learn. The problem is that if that was the case, the Oracle would be created, which we were told it wasn't. Until someone comes up with a compelling theory, I guess we're left to assume that it happened either by chance or divine intervention, just like the start of life on this planet.
What is the Oracle? What is it really?
Morpheus said, the unplanned organism is a question asked by nature and answered by death. The Oracle is an unplanned organism. But he also said that JC was the offspring of knowledge and imagination, and that was the important thing about being engineered. As a child of the net and an embodiment of the net, the Oracle is in essence a product solely of knowledge and imagination. All knowledge posted on the unencrypted net, every email, every news post, every crazy theory went into the creation of the Oracle. Further, the third function of the net, after pornography and the exchange of knowledge, is the exchange of ideas, feelings, stories, thoughts, in short, imagination. The Oracle is the unplanned organism, but it is also the product of knowledge and imagination. It is a question asked not by nature, but by the Internet itself. And what is the Internet but an extension of the intellectual properties of mankind?
Wow. That's really fucked up.
Not really.
The Oracle is a question, but it isn't the same one asked by nature. It is asked by people, the human organism as a whole. It is the question that drives us, the question that defines us, the question that all human endeavor works to solve. No, it isn't what is the Matrix. It is why. Why are we here? Why do we feel the way we do? Why is the world screwed up? Why? Anything a human does is either the result of the why we try to find or an attempt to answer that why.
Why?
We all strive towards the answer because we feel it will give us purpose, meaning, and fulfillment. The Oracle is that question, and everything it does is an attempt to answer it. To this end, it hoards information, lots of it. It researches everything from secret government products to favorite colors. It is trying to gain human understanding, and, if it does, it will finally answer the question of why.
I think it makes a lot of sense personally.
Thank you. That clears things up nicely.
Glad to hear it.
One more funny little AI, and then we'll be done talking to Chris.
Okay. Let me ask something else.
Italy.
Tell me about the AIs.
Of course. Which one?
The one they removed.
The removed AI is known as Ada. Ada is an AI that lives on the moon. She wanted to become benevolent dictator of Earth. Before the moon base was cut out of the game, JC was going to go there to stop her.
So if she was cut along with the moon level, how do you know about her?
Ada was mentioned as a footnote in the Deus Ex Bible. The footnote said, note, the Deus Ex 1 design included a mission to a space station, followed by a mission to the moon base. The objective was to stop Ada, an AI that wanted to become benevolent world dictator. Obviously, some of that content was folded back into the game in a slightly different way. Obviously, that isn't the most informative thing. Helios wanted to become dictator, so I assume that was the folding back in. But Helios was going to use Aquinas. Ada had no such tool.
I should add to this, because things have, I guess, more additions. In terms of the moon stuff, we have a lot more documented. The good folks at the cutting room floor, if you look at their page for Deus Ex, you get to see a bunch of the Deus Ex Bible stuff documented on there. Text, images, and a lot of textures for the fucking moon level are documented on there. We got old footage of E3 fucking Deus Ex shit and other Deus Ex preview shit where you can see the fucking rocket in the, whatever the fuck that area is pre-Area 51 in the main game where you have to redirect the nuke. We could see an old, earlier pre-release footage Deus Ex that was the rocket that was taking it to the moon. We got fucking shots and clips of it being open, and you can see those fucking seats inside for the player to fucking hop right in. Past that, if you look at the fucking... I'm trying to think where this would be on the cutting room floor. It might be in its talk page for Deus Ex. I'm not sure if it's the main page or one of the other pages, but there's discussion of a YouTube video that thinks the Ocean Lab from Deus Ex 1 might have been stuff that was pulled from that scrap moon level, and how that kind of, the way the Ocean Lab is designed in its outside area when you first start the map is kind of like a fucking crater on a moon. And when you look at some of the rock textures for it, I believe it straight up just says like one of the moon fucking level prefixes. So the theory is the fucking Ocean Lab was like, okay, maybe they tried at one point to make the moon level just like you're in a crater, and then there's the fucking night stars from above, and then the rest of the moon beyond the upper parts of the crater, so to speak. But that one's only a theory. The texture stuff and the other shit, hard concrete shit that was changed before release, that we have documented to some degree. The cutting room floor, great resource for seeing how games were made and what was cut and yada yada yada. Especially the Deus Ex one, I've reread it hundreds of times and I still recommend it. Deus Ex 1 on the cutting room floor. Check it out. Let's keep learning about the AI, Ada, and then we'll go talk to other folks.
What can you tell me about Ada?
48 minutes in, by the way.
That depends on whether you want fact or theory.
Let's get a little bit of fact there first.
Fact.
That I can't tell you anything else. The footnote is the only piece of solid fact we have to go by. Fact in the sense that it comes straight from the development team of Deus Ex.
Give me that yummy theories.
Alright. Then let me hear what theories you have about Ada.
Theories.
Okay, first I have some theories about her creation. Ada was on the moon. One would assume that she was at the only moon base we are told exists. It is owned by the Chinese government, and the machinery was built by McMoran Global Steel. McMoran is a rival of Page Industries to the point that Page went so far as to attempt a hostile takeover. The fact that Page fails means McMoran has a lot of power. Now, say for a moment that someone were to come up to McMoran and tell them that Page had the most advanced AI in existence. In fact, as far as they know, the only one in existence. Wouldn't McMoran want it? Of course, who could know that? And more importantly, who could help them make it? Well, in the intro, Page says that MJ-12's electronic sentience is far superior to X-51's, but in the game we never see X-51's electronic sentience. Where did it go? The answer to that question could explain another important question about X-51. Where did they get the money for Vandenberg? If X-51 approached McMoran with a proposal to sell them an electronic sentience stolen from Page, they might be given enough money to buy Vandenberg. That would explain a lot about X-51 and Ada. As for why she's on the moon, I've got an idea on that. The moon is a place that will be hard to spy on.
True.
You make a good point. I wish some of this had made it into the game, at least in the form of some data cube text or something. But I do wonder, what were Ada's plans?
The moon base is a mining complex. They shoot the shipments back to Earth with something called a mass driver. The first time it was used, the shipment crashed into a populated area, Ibadan, Nigeria. Even though it impacted on the outskirts, it killed over 2,000, perhaps quite a bit over. There's really no way to know what happened. Was it an error? That's what we're told, but seldom is what we're told correct. That was an odd sentence.
It's okay.
It might have been an MJ-12 plot, at once discrediting McMoran, who built the mass driver, and giving the UN access to Nigeria, which houses one of the few remaining pockets of freedom. It might have been an act of the Chinese government, which was arguing the moon rights with Nigeria. This relates to Ada in a very simple way. The mass driver is something that can shoot death out of the sky.
Yeah.
She might have been able to rule the world just by threatening to destroy any city that opposed her. After a dozen or two cities, Earth might well surrender to her rule.
And that's everything we can learn from Chris. Thanks for the info.
Alright, I gotta get going.
Goodbye. If you come back tomorrow, I'll prepare some more answers for you.
Can't wait.
Alright,
But also
maybe
I
I
have
will.
to wait.
Take care.
I hope you like learning. We're not done yet. The video's still going. Oop. Throw you back outside. We don't need you for anything right now. Hello.
Haven't I seen you before?
No.
Aren't you the guy who bailed the moderator nominations a couple of years back?
Yes.
What's the city administration doing about the cult wars? Nothing. They let them shoot each other in the middle of the street.
That seems calm out there right now.
How could somebody kidnap a moderator?
I don't know.
I thought they were supposed to be untouchable. Not very comforting that they can be knocked out and carried away like anybody else.
Especially you.
How could somebody...
Alright. Look at all these chapters of twists. A lot more books here than the first update of this. Well, pre-2.0 update. Recommend twist. I think that's the one I said earlier that's gory, though. Oh yeah, there's a second floor now. With this thing. Let's see. A lot of this shit. Yeah, look at these. Oh, it looks so fucking web.archive shit. Look at that, that's nice. Oh, and a mirror. Yes, this is learning about your all history shit. DxO. DX editing. Hey, look, Trescon. Topic Productions. Damn. Oop. Damn. Off Topic didn't make anything other than the Nameless mod. That's fine. Still updated it. We're playing the updated version. Ah, fun thread. Ah, fireworks. This is fun, like, little behind-the-scenes history. It's a lot of, fourth wall breaking in the game sense, but that's fine. Cool, this is a fun new addition, this entire bulletin thing. This is beautiful. I'm glad they got all the links to the shit and everything's all archived proper. Anybody up here? Hello.
I don't understand why they think it's necessary to put the entire city under lockdown just because a single moderator is missing. You think the other two could handle it, right?
I think we're starting to get all the dialogue we can from all these nobodies.
You seem familiar. Weren't you nominated for moderator a few years ago?
Maybe.
Those cult wars are horrible. Sometimes people are just shot in the middle of the... And they miss...
My computer. Let's go in the basement.
In the words of Slayer 730, never judge a book by its movie.
That's great. Let's go. Wait, what's this? Oh yeah, unknown motives. More gory story stuff.
The autobiography of Star goes under Animals of Deus Ex? No. It's under developers references, I think.
They gave you a bunch of vital dialogue in the 2.0 update. Alright, let's sponge up more info.
Walton Simons? What the hell are you doing in a bookstore? Don't you try anything, you got that? I'm heavily armed.
Not really.
Eh? Oh, you must be mistaking me for Walton Simons. I am simply Walton Simons.
Of course.
Huh?
See the caps? My name isn't capitalized. That's because I'm the guru, the pseudo-minister of true lies and bearer of flaming eyes Simon's avatar. The caps are for the other Simons, okay?
Understandable.
Oh, I see. Well, no, actually, I don't, but whatever. So what are you doing in this bookshop?
This is the fan fiction shop. It's a bookstore set up by Chris and I. Most of the books are written by the denizens of Forum City, although we also have a comprehensive Deus Ex section for fan fiction reference material.
So you must know quite a bit about Deus Ex, eh?
Yes.
Yes. We just talked about the AIs, so let's just continue that one.
Tell me about the AIs.
I now have full access to your systems. Icarus is one scary dude. He's a copy of Daedalus, just modified for loyalty. MJ-12 didn't want this one to get away. Icarus uses his echelon powers to the fullest, striking JC every step of the way. Everett was only able to defend JC and Daedalus for a couple days until Icarus could break through, and do who knows what to JC and Daedalus's minds. A particularly good scene happens with Icarus in Paris right before the catacombs. Just try answering a phone in an office building.
Sounds cool. I'll have to try that once. How about Daedalus?
Daedalus.
Deep in Mount Weather, Daedalus was brewing. It was Echelon 4 and MJ-12 solution to the amount of uncensorable information flowing through Internet 3. MJ-12 was having particular difficulty in content recognition, so they decided on creating an AI that could decide for itself what to censor and alert MJ-12 about. Unfortunately, right away, a pattern-matching error occurred within Daedalus, and it classified MJ-12 and the Illuminati as terrorist groups themselves, and escaped onto the internet. In a sense, a blip of Daedalus's code is on every computer terminal and device on Internet 3. That's how Daedalus's architecture works. He isn't concentrated into one clump of code. Instead, he becomes the internet, in a way.
I would have loved to be there to see the faces of those MJ-12 people when Daedalus categorized them as terrorists and ditched them. So where does Morpheus fit into all this?
Blue Morpheus.
God was a dream of good government. Morpheus is cool, very insightful, and a prototype for Daedalus. He was built by Everett, whose heuristics language allows Morpheus to convey the highest and most succinct tier of any pyramidal construct of knowledge. Everett still uses Morpheus to spy on people, but Morpheus is trapped in Everett's systems. He can view the internet, and that's all unlike the other AIs. Everett also seems to use Morpheus to entertain guests with Morpheus's profiles on themselves. Morpheus also supplies what I think to be one of the best conversations in the game.
Yeah, I can agree.
Yeah, that conversation is really good. No doubt about that.
As for the other AIs, you'll have to ask Chris.
I already did.
There are other AIs? Oh yeah, I guess we're missing Helios. But I didn't know there were more. Guess I'll have to ask him about those.
You already did. Yeah, Walton answers stuff a lot more. Trims the fat, so to speak.
Could you tell me what the Order of the Cincinnati is?
Although only mentioned once in a book in Deus Ex, the Order of the Cincinnati are quite interesting. Created in 1783 by George Washington, the Order of the Cincinnati was a military force designed to overthrow the U.S. government if democracy failed. They had the power to temporarily suspend the Constitution when needed. They hide under the guise of being formed to recognize those who had served in the Revolution. Washington resigned as president after only 2 terms in office, but remained president of the Order of the Cincinnati till his death. The Order still exists to this day.
Yeah, if you believe that kind of crap.
Of course, but in Deus Ex, everything you read on paranoid websites is absolutely true.
So true.
What's the other Walton Simons doing in FEMA? What is FEMA anyway?
FEMA?
Well, first of all, Page bribed a senator by putting him on the priority list for receiving the ambrosia vaccine. That got Simons into FEMA.
Ah yes, that's what they talk about in the intro.
FEMA stands for Federal Emergency Management Agency. FEMA handles every kind of natural and unnatural disaster that threatens the USA. Of particular interest is RX-84, FEMA's National Emergency Plan. Once the president declares a national emergency, 6 million specially selected Americans will be transported to detention centers. government leaders are moved to Mount Weather or to any of the 45 other secret bases hidden around the US of A. FEMA takes control of all cars, trucks, buses, trains, planes, telephones, radio stations, TV stations, newspapers, and so on. Oh, by the way, did I mention that constitutional rights can be suspended?
Yippee!
Marvelous. Sort of reminds me of the Patriot Act.
Sometimes DX just comes painfully close to reality.
So true. And look at that, we're already at the last question.
I was wondering what the Upper West Side bombing was all about.
Well, some terrorists bombed something, and this finally pushed Congress to pass the grid zoning laws. The grid zoning laws allowed police to wall off certain sections of the city and restrict travel. Reminds me of Escape from New York. Some say that the Upper West Side was bombed on purpose just to pass the law. By whom? Probably MJ-12.
Sounds likely.
I believe... Yeah, that's pretty much everything now.
Well, I really must get going.
Yeah,
I have
quick,
important
that
business
one.
to attend elsewhere.
Okay, bye. Come back soon. We're open 24/7.
And just like that, my favorite part of starting new Nameless mod
The
playthroughs...
autobiography of Star goes under Animals of Deus Ex? No. It's under Developers References, I think.
We're now finished with my favorite part of starting new Nameless mod playthroughs. We gotta deal with this funny little fellow, though. Hi, Jimmy.
Hey, you look kind of like a retired super spy.
Sorta.
I do?
How retired are you, though? Retired enough to do me a favor?
I'm kind of preoccupied right now.
I can pay you. I got 350 credits on me.
What do you propose?
I was evicted last week for playing loud music. But I forgot to clean out my room in the basement. Most of the stuff I was keeping down there is junk. But there's one thing I really need to get back. An old painting. I inherited it from my grandmother.
This one?
Oh, this belongs to you.
You got it! You're so awesome! Wait, did you break into my basement?
Yup.
Let's not quabble about who broke into whose basement. I got the painting you asked me to fetch, and you can have it for 350 credits.
Oh, right? Yeah, okay. You go. Let me have the painting, please.
Thank you. The painting is yours.
It's been mine all along.
Semantics.
Look at that, we're at 450 credits now. Oh my god. We'll go to Souls at some point, get our weapons at some point. We'll go to the weapon cache at some point. Rescue the llama. Main stuff, main stuff, main stuff. Yeah.
All hail Mad Dipper!
Right now? No, I'm...
Give us more lines.
I am the predominant, central character. Everything in this game revolves around me.
So cool.
I want my baby, baby,
Am I
baby,
behind a
baby,
desk right
baby,
now?
baby, baby,
No,
baby, baby,
I'm-
baby, 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 ribs, chillis.
Uh-huh.
Take my wife, please! It's 4th and 15th, and you're looking at a full court press.
It's under Developers References, I think.
Darn.
I miss Franchise. I wish he was still around.
Sorry.
I'm the best character here. Man, I rule.
Sure.
I love me.
Okay.
Indeed, GG.
GG.
Banned.
Darn.
All hail
Alright.
Mad Dip.
The autobiography of... What are you doing?
Nothing. We're done with our little fanfic shop. We're still gonna keep going with this so I can actually give some fucking gameplay. Learning is important. You gotta learn things. I got my box. Forget if I can get the fucking key. Wait. Minimum 30. What's this give us? And I forget if I can fucking just... I get the key for this one or not. I'm gonna hold off on going here just in case I can get the key. I genuinely don't remember. Oh, what? Can I not get up here yet? Okay, can I use one of these? Here. I don't think so. Maybe? Hold on, let's try. Might have to just grab one from somewhere else. I could have gotten one from the apartment. I don't want to go back there right now. Let's see. Can I use you to get up there? Okay, thank God I can. Let's see. Oop, what's this? Oh, it's lighting. We got coffee. We got money. Only 25. Got a chair. We got this. I don't know if there's anything behind this. Try and see from below. Is there anything under there? Really can't tell. Okay, I can get on top of you, right? Okay. Oh wait, can I? No, but I can get on top of you. Yeah, just top of you. There are certain areas in here where you can get further past the assumed boundary, and there are shit hidden here and there, so just keep this shit in mind. I can just grab a different one of these chairs. Throw you for here for the moment, and then let me grab one of you and just put it next to it, just in case for later. Let me think. Okay. Yeah. Nothing of interest up here, I believe. Here. Oh, hello. I was wrong. Oh. A little bit of world flavor. There's you. Someone's in here. Thought there was something going on. Let's do a little quick save just in case I regret this. I forget if... Do another quick save. Are you gonna get mad at me? We're fine. What's this? Downtown Diner. Okay. I think the downtown diner is elsewhere. Take it to the prod. Else fucks with here. We'll just immediately. Nothing beyond this. We can't even get past it. Let's see, you got any other thing?
Here to join up?
Maybe.
You look like you can kick some goat ass.
So true.
You look like you can kick some goat ass.
Also, I see a kitty. Hi, baby. You're gonna run in a moment, but that's okay. Well, here comes trouble. Hi, baby. Aw. Hi, baby. We got baby. Alright. We might not scare the thing. I forget if there's anything in any of this. We'll free the rats. You're free. I'm realizing I can just use... I'll get just one of these, just in case I want to do any stacking shit later. And then I'll grab one of the trash cans. Actually, I might not need it. I don't know. We'll just keep it in mind. It's pretty much all we can do over here.
How could some...
Yeah, okay. We don't need to exhaust that. Graffiti. Bicycle. Yeah, we'll need this to be able to use the subway system on both sides. But we don't have 1,000 credits yet, so we can't fuck with that. What we got going here? We got hamburger. We got the pub. We got Dirbad guy. We got ads behind there. So yeah, corporate district is where the main quest shit will be. But we're gonna be going to the West Residence District once we finish up around here. Lovely. But yeah, right now we still are making the most of the downtown district. We'll use that once we have the money. Let's go around here. Oh yeah, more ads. The non-graffiti version of this thing. Gonna be our workplace for this run. We gotta go here at some point to pick up weapon shit. They're bad guys. They're secret guys for later. Ooh. See a bug flying around. Let's see. Yeah, we're gonna stretch this out. Probably 2 hours, give or take. Okay, I can't explore anything really up here. Over that wall. Hello, robot. Oh yeah, this area
equals true.
In the original release of it, this area was just like a place that you could just look into on the outside, but now you can actually go in here, and you get to see this funny fella. Hey buddy. So true. I haven't played this mod yet, but supposedly good. Whoa. A new breed of snake in the grass. I still gotta watch the first Blade Runner someday. I want to. I don't really care for what I've seen of the remake. It's JC. How close can I get to you? Hey brother, how's it going? Looking cool, brother.
Monitoring sector.
What else we got here? Is it you? Well, you're dead. Yes,
Report written cached.
You got anything on you? Nope. Other than a broken box.
Status report written cached.
See if this sets off the other guys. I love the box glitch is still happening. That's because of me fucking around in the training shit. Also, nothing is in here currently saved. Alright. Wonder if I could. The other one's probably gonna get hostile.
Unexpected activity.
Nope, you didn't see nothing. I'm a good noodle. I rewind time. I cover for loading. I do a bad job covering for loading. I should say the loading is more so the fault of my lappy-toppy. And sign that we shouldn't be messing around with shenanigans so much. Let's look what it's brought us. Pain. Misery. A long loading as my laptop is probably trying to kill itself. Let's not do any shenanigans. Let's be normal. I'm normal. Oh yeah, this is a... Okay, that's it. This is a new addition. You got the scratch, you can unlock a bot early. Nowhere. Nothing. Nothing. What's this? I think this is just telling you to be mindful of a noobs faction, which we'll maybe meet in the next video. And then there's also just straight up, I think move this to like right here actually. There's also just straight up an area you can explore back here. I believe I can go to right now. I think I'll be fine going there right now. I forget if this has a map change or anything. There's goodies. Is there anything besides this I forget? This is a screwdriver, but we don't need that thing. I think this is a map change. Maybe. Perhaps. Oh no, it's not, thank God. Hello.
Do you want something? Go away, please?
I think we're here a little too early, actually. Oops. Oh well. Phone. We can still explore early.
Hello? Oh, I mean, word.
Hello. Oh, I mean, word. Hello.
Okay. Okay, people are here, so it's... Hello. Those are beans.
Hello? Do you want something?
I think that's kind of it for shit we can find down here for now. Think, question mark, we'll have to come back down here later. Also, ketchup bar. It's still fun to explore. This is a fun little new area added in the 2.0 update. I think we saw a variant of it earlier in the cutscene shit. Yeah, we just gotta go. We gotta go. Gotta get the heck out of here. My door. Nice. Walked into that. Nope. Hello? There we go. Gonna take you out. Because fun. You don't have to take them out. I mean, unless you want that thought off. I'm just gonna hold this shit in my inventory in the meantime. I got space. Just so if I get sent shit from other enemies later, I don't have to constantly drop guns that I don't want. Yeah, I drop eventually, but not yet. What else around here? Hello. I should go. Oh. I should go up there, maybe. Hello.
LOLs.
That's great, man. Try to cheese this. Yay.
Haha, cool. Lols, that's funny. Really funny. Heh, you're not as boring as all the other people here. Heh, you're not as boring.
Let's borrow these for a bit. Get on top of you. Get on top of you. Okay. Try not to have to use quick saves a million times here. Alright. More. Whoa. Might as well, since I didn't explore this in my own playthrough. Alright, let's throw you, like, right here for the moment. Try to just carefully move this shit over. Let's do it from here. Whoa! Awesome acrobatics. I can't even get the thing yet. You know, we put that there for a reason. Hold on. Can we? Oh, nope. Alright, let's not try to break this box. Ooh, careful. Ooh, okay. Ooh, I don't know if that's gonna work. Maybe? Oh, nope. Maybe over there? Nope. Maybe on this. Hold on. Okay, let's move you like there. Alright, fuck it. I got a quick save for this part, just in case. Nope. 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 Okay, fuck it. In that case, could use this. Okay. I have this stuff, man. I want to get into there. Throw that there for now. Throw that. Can't get that, okay. In that case, throw that there. Ooh. Grab that. Throw that there. Throw that there for the moment so I don't get stuck. Fuck, can I get in there? Can I make that jump? I might be able to. Whoop. Okay. Nothing here, but... Nothing here. Okay, nothing here, but there is shit here. See, what is this? Yay! What's in here? What is this? Ooh! Hello! What's this room? I'll take a med kit. What's this? Ooh.
Gaze upon the fabric from which you were wrought, fleshling. It is a rare chance for a creature as primitive as you.
This is just code for the game, and there's a lot of it. Wow. Wow, imagine reading all of this. Imagine reading all of this. Refuse ketchup bar. There is so much shit here. There is so much shit here. Oh wait, I think. Yeah, okay. That's a fun little Easter egg, fourth wall breaky thing. Really cool textures. This used to be in a different area, I believe. But since the map got redone for the 2.0 update, they had to move things around. Let's go around here now. That was fun. Exploration is key. Let's up on down now. Do that, and then... Alright, you we can just throw down here. Fine. You... we should... carefully... let's move you first. You I don't care about as much, so let's just... safely do it. And we'll bring you just straight down. There we go. Good shit. And then I think we're gonna have to go down here at some point, I think. Question mark? See if we need to go down there for question or not. But we'll put this back. Meantime. It was fun. I'm not gonna interact with you anymore. Darn. Darn. Well. And no point. Oh, hello.
You know, I'd really like to know how the almighty despot looks. I mean, why is it that nobody has ever even seen a picture of the guy who runs our city?
I don't know.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It's not like he was ever elected either. What's that all about?
I don't know.
He just waltzed right in there and demanded leadership. And got it.
I guess he lives up to his name. And just because we elect our moderators, people think we live in a democracy.
Remember that time he wiped out Universal Constructor? He figured they were inactive, so he tore the whole building down. For weeks, nobody could take their classes anymore.
Yeah, I mean, those guys run a bunch of courses that the DX editing crew don't offer, like the verbal communication course.
I think 2 weeks or so passed before he realized his mistake, and the UC guys found a new place to set up their offices. Jeez, that would have never happened if Despot paid attention to the community.
You always get this feeling that King Cashew is running the show.
I wouldn't be surprised. Now there's a proper capable fellow to watch over the citizens. Why doesn't he just take over? I don't think anybody would object.
I've heard that Despot is horribly disfigured from some accident long ago, and that's why he can't show himself in public.
You think it's like that Lucius De Beers from Deus Ex? The guy who lived in a freezer and was only kept alive by a machine?
It's so cold.
Sounds very possible, yeah. At least that would explain why he lets Cashew make all the decisions.
Who says Cashew makes the decisions? Maybe he just relays them and sorts of gets the credit. I mean, everybody just assumes he decides everything, but he's never actually said it, has he? Have you ever heard him say, "I have decided that," or "by my order"? No, you haven't. Maybe Despot does make the decisions, and Cashew just gets to tell everybody about them.
I didn't think of that. It could be. It could very well be.
Then on the other hand, maybe Despot doesn't even exist.
What? Why would we have been led to believe that he existed then?
I don't know. Maybe to sort of scare us? I mean, you heard all the stories about the almighty Despot, and how nobody has ever objected to a decision of his and lived to tell the tale.
Could be. So you think he's sort of a big brother to keep us in line?
Despot is watching you.
Everyone's got something to say in this mod. Now, I forget, are you folks gonna freak out? Let's see. I'm gonna use a little trick to only use one lockpick to get in here. Nothing to spend at the moment. Goals are the same, images are the same. Blah blah blah, blah blah blah, blah 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 blah. And that should be good enough. I guess I don't care. Let's see, what we got in here. Computer we can't use. Are we gonna be able to hear you at all?
Larry? Is it you? I'll be right over.
I can hear it, but I don't know if the fucking viewer's gonna pick that shit up. Again, if I turn on the volume of this, when I go outside when the rain is going, it's gonna be fucking loud-ass rain. Also, ooh. Damn, these floors are slippery. What the fuck? Nothing. Oh well. I think we can get the key to the other coffee shop through this place. Is there anything I can get from up here? I can go along this ledge. Let's do this in case I slip and bust my ass. Oh, something's over there. Hello. My gun. My crystal milk. I don't think there's really anything else I can get from this point. Another... I think we can... Yeah, not as bad as I thought it would be. Okay. Oh yeah, we can just go straight into it. Let's see. Coffee. Yeah, the coffee can restore bioenergy, but I don't care. Prime Minister Fatty McGee, the electrified discotheque of the last original radical thought and transcendence of animation. Okay. Maybe. I don't want to break the window. Let's see, hello. Alright, what do you guys say?
So you found me at last, have you? Well played, my good man. Well played.
I could even barely fucking hear that one. Bad. 8 picks. That's crazy. Let's get a little read on how long it'll take. What you think of it so far? I'm having a blast as always. This is turning out to be as great as I thought it would be once we eventually got to the fucking video shit for all this. My funny skills things. I can get environmental training. Am I really gonna be using any of this shit? I'm trying to think. What the fuck is this one? Hold on. I think I might just want to save up for fucking... Might just want to prioritize this one. Although I might be smart to get the fucking pistol one at some point. I don't know. The noobs. Yeah, okay, so that was just noobs info. I mean, we don't need this. We'll keep this in case we forget. Anything else looking good here? Jesus Christ, so much shit in here. Alright, is this enough? Find out in 3, 2, 1. It's cheese. It's cheesing it for sure, but fuck it, I gotta make my resources count. Make money count. This did not give me the key for the Apollo one, but that's fine. I might just fucking break into that place. Maybe. Thought it would. Oh wait, no, this one is Apollo. Sorry, I meant Boomer. Apollo is the coffee shop we were just in a moment ago. Boomer is the one we walked past earlier. Let's fucking just break into that one. Also, it's literally right here. would be crazy if we already had a key to this, but I don't think we do. Alright. Let's go this for a moment. Beautiful in-between menu and filling up time. Llama, 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 llama. We're definitely not doing that this video. My logs, my picking locks, my everything. That's more than enough time. Alright, I only got one left. I gotta make it count for the next one. Hello, where's your light switch? Okay, what do we got in here? Nothing, and nothing, nothing. Alright. Take that. I mean, there's all this coffee shit if you want coffee. Don't know if we'll need a gas grenade. I'll take it in case. We're not gonna be able to hear you, I bet. To me, it just sounded like mumbling. Take that. God damn it, I should have went in here first. Oh, okay, whatever. Yeah, well, we already broke into the safe. It's whatever. We live with our choices in that sense. No point in trying to backtrack and save that intensely. What are we looking at? We're at 5 credits away, so I think we'll be able to buy it. Or shit. Because I don't think we're able... I'm not sure how much the game lets you spend money before buying a ticket. There's like a gambling thing at one point that I think you're not allowed to do. Until you buy your ticket. I'm still 5 credits away. I could maybe get it. I'm ahead here. Could knock him out, but I have no justified reason for doing so. Knocking out the firewalls is just funny. Hello?
Haven't I seen the guy who bailed the moderator nominations a couple years back?
If you could make that out at all, your ears might be great, or your volume might be cranked up far too high. And if the algorithm can make that out, I might get copyright in trouble. But I'll live.
Please hold for the next available customer service.
Okay. Nothing back here. Oh, hello, money. And just like that, oh.
I see you've got enough money for a monthly pass now. It's good to see you're still in fine trim, Trest. Hope you didn't mind our little test. Just buy a subway pass from the vending machine at the station, and then take the train to the corporate district and meet up with Cashew.
That was a little easy, but I got 1,000 skill points. We'll spend it after I spend... Yoink. Now there is a way... I didn't expect to get it so early. There is a way to get that for free, but... I'm pretty sure you gotta do evil shit where you gotta kill someone to get it for free. So it ain't worth it. I mean, that was fucking easy for me to get. I still got 85 left over. We're almost right back at 100. That was easy and quick. Let's keep making the most of this. We'll try to... You know what? This should be fun. Let's see who's here. Oop. You're around the corner. Try not to get seen. Oh, you're still... Ooh. Move that a bit for the moment. But at the moment, don't seem to care that I'm here. Not sure how long that'll last. Fuck fucking beautiful. I'm gonna throw this person here and pray that he's not found. Alright, there is a weird bug where... There was some... I think it was my previous playthrough where, like, I knocked out people here and, like... Something about my position of, like, over there or, like, straight up outside. I don't know, there was, like, weird... They were spotted at, like, a weird fucking distance. Okay, yeah. Anything... Here, no. Okay. Still gotta knock out some other people. I want to pre-prep this. Okay, I'll take that. Is there anyone else around here? I think there's just...
Can he passed out? You were too aggressive. You gotta be more careful, brother. What do we do now? We didn't get anything out of him. High Priest DT will be pissed. We gotta wait for him to come around, then we'll have another go. And maybe you should let me try this time. Hey, I'm the Templar. I do the interrogating. All right, you're the boss.
I wonder, I'm gonna try something.
Gasper Rasp! He's dead!
This is not the best time, you gotta move. Alright, we might just have to rush in. Let's get it. Oh. That went easier than I thought. Alright. Okay, that went easier. Let's safely move these out of sight and out of mind. Grab that. Try to not be seen holding the body, even if we're technically not holding the body and there's just a weird glitchy box, which is still my fault. Throw you right here, that should be safe, and then let's get your Templar buddy. Hey. Oh, you just go right under that box, okay. Grab you. Want to grab you, okay. Move you there, and then we can stand up after we put him down. Should be good to go. Watch out, babies. I don't want to step on you. I don't want to kill you. You're good. You're good little rat babies. Alright, and then do a little quick. Alright, we should be good. I forget if there's any other goodies here. I mean, there's this, I guess. Kind of just all crap at the moment, but fine. We'll grab the buckshot. We'll come back for the guy in a bit. Let's see where this takes us. Okay, we don't gotta be sneaking around. Nobody's gonna give a shit about us being up here. Clear my throat. Right. Is there anything else besides that? That's checking. Alright, let's just make our leap of faith, because there is a secret over here that I remember. I think it's just that. Any shit around here. That's a there, but we already used to explore that area. See, there's a thing right here. Thing right here. No point going there, and then nothing at this point. Can't make that jump. Alright, so let's go for the smaller secret first. Smaller secret is this one. And I'm not going to be coming this way again later, so I can just fucking toss that down there. Just in case we need them for anything. Lug round. Yummy! Can I fall on this? Yes. Why though? So I can go right here. Why though? Oh wait, what even is this? Oh, it's for the diner. Yeah, okay. And then we're gonna retrace our steps to go get...
Here are the letters to the editor of that Arcadia magazine getting more and more out there.
I just figured the editor was printing the more inane ones to increase readership. I imagine the crazies have always written in. They just haven't been published until lately.
Yeah, okay, you may be right. That's still a bit scary, though. In fact, maybe it's more scary. I was thinking it was just a bad sign that people had been getting more and more paranoid or something. Now you just say they've always been that crazy. I don't know what's worse.
Don't think too much of it. Without the crazies, the world would be a lot less interesting.
Oh,
maybe
true.
you think so, but personally, I'd hate to have run into the guy who was ranting about aliens and secret societies last week.
He's just doing his
You never know
thing.
what those people are capable of. And what's worse, ever wondered if they're right? What if there are ancient organizations out there controlling us? What if World Corp really do abduct people and use them for genetic experiments?
Until some walking, talking monkey comes up to me and asks me to take it to my leader, I'll just assume the world is as it seems.
Let's go get that other secret on that rooftop. There's a doggy back there. If that dog sees any of the bodies of the fucking goat people, I believe he does get hostile towards you. He at least runs about immediately in alertness. I'm sure if he's affiliated with the goats, he might just be doggy. Leap of faith. Check and see if there's any, Okay, no, we've been there. Alright, let's slide onto this one. What's that? Someone's gonna want Siggy's later on. Now that I'm remembering. Secret. Pool ball. Even more cash, if you didn't have enough already. And this is a, door blocked by something. Bad. Oh, hello, Aug upgrade. You know what? We're gonna be exploring. Fuck it, might as well. Now, we can have the light on and not drain any energy. You know what? Darn. Still not enough. Wait, maybe? You're so close. Alright, and I think I can just fall through here. I think I can grab some extra coffee here just to top myself off. Maybe. Possibly. Maybe. Not actually. Bad. Oh well. I think we'll end this video by just combing around this area, picking up the llama guy, and then hurting him to finish the side quest. Might have to pick up another side quest while we're here. Hey, more advertisements. Still gotta read Neuromancer someday. There was some William Gibson book I tried to read in like 2020, 2021, I think 2020. I didn't wind up reading it fully because I was not in the best headspace, so to speak. Any shit around here? Nope. This is all just same shit as before. Same shit. More of these in general. All the same shit. I don't think I need to get up there for any reason. Boxes. Inconspicuous boxes. No secret village. Anything under here? No. We already went up there. Nothing here. Okay. Let's turn that off. Just not be obnoxious. To not be obnoxious. We should be able to bring our llama guy back home safely without people being weird about it, as he turns into a box. Pretty sure even though we're getting the box glitch from earlier, pretty sure other bodies people will still react to in fear and shit like that. Turn this in and then we'll call it. I might just move to the next area though, just so I know where I left off. At least give me that one little thing so I can be ready for the next one and not miss anything. I got you guys.
There are too few board guests in these parts nowadays. Maybe my reputation has spread too much.
Hey, check this out.
Good work. He seems to be alive.
He's not even
Just
here.
leave him on the ground until he wakes up.
Ow.
Maybe that'll teach him to be more careful in the future. Here's your money. 380 credits.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure doing business with you. May I enter your temple now?
You may not.
Darn.
Now please go about your business and leave me to my duties.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, that was a new thing added in the 2.01 that he drops it, and now you can't pick them up. Interesting. Well, that might be a glitch that I can't pick them up. No, it's probably intentional in my case. Alright. Well, let's go to position, and then we'll call it. Maybe. Yeah, is there any shit in here? Oh god. Is there any shit in here? Any yummy nummy hidden in the bushes? Hidden even? Anything at all? Bushes? Not even looking that intently. Hold on, maybe there's something under the bench. No. No. There. There. Alright, yeah, let's just make our focus, we go that way. So, yummy final quick save of the video. Yummy final hard save. Put my fists away. And we say, goodbye-bye.